I've been stalling as long as I can to keep you from playing this game.
Yep.
Constantly bringing up topics I know will piss you off and you go on a rant about.
Yep, and I will rant while I play now. Are you singing? You've been changing the lyrics.
I'm not sure exactly where it is. I can't actually entirely hear the lyrics over the sound of the fucking air conditioner.
He said he couldn't hear it, so I raised it to the max volume on my TV.
Yeah, I'm sure the fucking neighbors in the fucking block over are fucking happy.
They're all at work. You said I was gonna hit you.
Yeah, you hit me so much today already. You fucking been backhanding me all the time.
I just went like, nobody can do it with my hand, you know, the waving it away, like nothing happened, and Shane jabbed me in the side because he thought I was gonna hit him.
Yeah, you've hit me like fucking 10 times already today. A little light jab between the ribs.
Stop it. Alright. New game!
Okay, we're finally getting around to playing the game.
Yeah. It's been like 3 hours Shane's been here.
Start the game over. You're 100% completed.
No.
Do I get to play or are you going to play?
You can play.
I'll play.
Okay.
To keep me slightly more interested.
So this is Battle for Bikini Bottom.
The remake.
The rehydrated version.
I am not being picked up. Gotta get closer.
Peeking out the microphone, asshole.
God damn it, they're picking me up at all.
The lip syncing's still kind of shit.
Yeah, I was just thinking, that was what I was staring at.
It's better than the original where they just looked like mannequin, or the dummies, with their jaw flaps.
Yeah, but at least that one you could tell was just mouth flap. This one's just like slightly off and it pisses me off.
There's also some delay to the audio sometimes.
Yeah, it's pretty clear they did not put a lot of effort into this.
Well, the game, Nickelodeon wanted the game to come out alongside the new movie that was supposed to release this July, which has now been delayed because of COVID, because it can't go into theaters.
Hopefully theaters go under. Theaters are stupid.
We enjoy theaters. I'm hoping we get a glitch in the intro cutscene, because there's a lot of glitches in this part of the intro cutscene that I've seen 2 different glitches in 2 different spots in the game in the 2 times I've watched it. Though there was an update since the game came out, so maybe it fixed all that. Frankie.
These unreal robots are getting boring. Hey, what if we put the robots in here?
Oh, how shellfish of you!
It's not just any shell. It's my magic wishing shell.
Wow, that's
The magic conch.
Yep.
Which I never realized before.
okay.
We say the magic wishing words and shake the magic wishing shell.
Okay.
Then we go to sleep. And in the morning, we'll have real robots to play with.
But Patrick, aren't we going to say the magic wishing words?
You already did.
So, okay is the magic wishing word?
It used to be Alakazama Alabala Wisa Tiki Tana Fushbar Griddle Binsbot Venus Schnauzer, but I keep forgetting you.
Are you sure this will work?
Sure.
Yeah, that was a decent
Last
joke.
week I only had 1 big cookie crumb and I was really hungry. So I put my cookie crumb in the magic wishing shell, then I said the magic wishing word and shook it, and in the morning I had lots of little cookie crumbs.
Patrick, I proclaim that tomorrow is going to be the best
That's another
day
good one.
ever.
We've got some good jokes in
Good
this.
night, Patrick.
So it looks like they must have fixed the thing. There's a lot of texture popping. I will say that. That's what you just saw.
Robots gonna play
God.
with robots gonna play with robots gonna play with. Wow! Gary, did you do that?
I've watched a theory video. By theory, I mean a half-hour fucking random video I found on YouTube about how Gary is some kind of extra-dimensional terror being
Boy,
contained
Gary,
in a
it sure
snail.
looks
Holy
like we're
shit,
in
that's
a
some popping.
doozy of a pickle. I think I'm gonna have to learn a lot in order to fix this mess. Ow.
Thank you, Gary.
So if I want to come back and talk to you again, just walk up to you and press this button. I better get started now, Gary. I think that this is going to be a very long day.
Could you beat this game in one day?
Probably.
You probably have.
Oh, I've easily beaten this game like 200 times.
No, Mark, you've been this.
I know, but Battle for Bikini Bottom in general. So jump on the couch. You used to bounce. Oh, you still do bounce! Christ! They've added some some idle animations that are memes.
Let's see what goes. What do we get?
We got the...
Oh, that one's a classic.
Yeah, you know when he turns into the chicken and he's like... And then they capitalize every other word and stuff like that? They added that.
Half the budget right here, folks.
Oh, they've got the Gary smacking his eyes together! He did that in one of the episodes. There's one of the memes. They have that for Patrick as well.
That would make more sense for Patrick.
That was terrifying.
The amount of physical damage SpongeBob can take is utterly terrifying. Yep.
There's the...
What, chicken?
Yeah, when he goes and he's like, "That's not what you mean," and every other letter is capitalized.
Oh.
It's a meme. Anyway, move on.
Get the fuck out of Gary.
Yeah, they don't react the same way they used to, and there's no, like, noise, and you can't destroy all this stuff.
Totally touching the fuck.
What? What are you doing? Yeah, that tracks. Alright, actually play the game now, Shane. What are you doing?
Just playing with the camera. Fuck, there isn't time. Man, not being able to destroy shit sucks.
Yeah.
He's got 3 spatulas. I wish those were golden.
Well, then there would be no reason for him to collect them.
Or if you come back.
Spray paint. That would actually be hilarious if you get 6 golden spatulas just by collecting spray paint somewhere and going back to your house and spray paint.
Yeah. Well, after you beat the game, you come back.
And they're golden now.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish they showed up in the house.
I was hoping that if they ever made a sequel to this, they would, like, have him be collecting something else, or have all his golden spatulas be stolen, and he had them at the beginning, like, in the beginning cutscene.
Yeah, his employee of the month.
Oh, use that sign! Not that one, but the one over... Yeah, that one. It's my favorite thing.
This is a pair of SpongeBob's underwear.
SpongeBob will lose a pair of underwear every time he gets hit by a robot or touches dangerous objects or surfaces. Like this. It was one of my favorite things when I was a kid, just coming in here and having the safe drop on him. You don't have to get everything. We're not gonna 100% this Let's Play.
This is where I keep all my old comic books.
Okay.
This is a tutorial area. It's showing you how to jump, and that this is going to be a platforming game. And that these tikis are meant to be used to destroy.
This is where I keep all my old comic
Shane has played this game
Yep.
several times. We did an entire 100% Let's Play that's no longer available on my old channel.
Why?
Because it was so bad. It was just terrible quality. Remember we pointed like a digital camera or an iPad at the screen?
Yeah, I remember that.
It was one of the two, and it was, yeah. It was back when we were, we weren't very much into, this kind of stuff. Like, we didn't do this very well. We weren't very good at this.
Mm-hmm. What do I do?
You have to push, you have to get up on top of those things.
where I keep all my old comic books.
Use the bounce pad, and you'll land on the thing. Use the bounce pad. I'm watching the video, the recording screen, so I've got a delay. Yeah, I never understood why that one was there. There's no real point to have that one there. That last one. It's a tutorial. They have to make it so that you have to get it in order to
So he
leave.
has one.
What?
So he has one at least.
Yes. God damn it, Shane.
There we go. Goodbye, Gary, forever. Remember that episode where SpongeBob has to fight some dude and he's scared? Like, SpongeBob, you're immortal.
Yeah.
I've literally seen you make hundreds of copies of yourself to accomplish tasks in impossible short times.
Get rid of everything but fine dining and breathing.
Yep.
What's his name? So there's just gonna be show references the whole time.
Yep.
At first, the lights will flicker on and off. Next, the phone will ring, but there'll be no one there. And then, the walls will ooze green slime! Oh wait, they always do that.
Yep.
Continue.
Mate.
Calling me rude names and throwing things. And then they bent all my four spoons.
Look at this little fucking stance.
Before they bend all my forks.
Not the forks! Of course I'll help! But wait, I'm supposed to collect a whole lot of golden spatulas.
Golden spatulas, eh? SpongeBob, if you can get me back into the jump bucket, I'll give you
Yeah, a bucket full of golden spatulas. In your dreams. And I wish they had put like, a bucket of golden spatulas somewhere in SpongeBob's dream level
Yeah, with
that you couldn't get or something like that. Especially if they had done it in this game and like added an achievement for it or something, that would have been kind of cool, like a little Easter egg.
You go on a Paddington's dream and he actually gives it to you.
Yeah, that would have been neat. Anyway, you should get the golden pants on top of Squidward's house and the golden spatula on top of SpongeBob's. Oh, okay, so try this. Yeah, use that. And then go up on top of Squidward's house. Using that. Damn it, Shane.
Fucking nuke.
Yes, they were in Bikini Atoll where they tested nuclear weapons. That's why it's called Bikini Bottom. Alright, now jump on top of those balloons. And now jump on top of SpongeBob's house. Normally, you need to hit a button that's on the bottom of that balloon box, and then it activates platforms, but you can actually just jump across. You could do it in the original game, too.
I'm pretty sure I've done it that way.
I didn't know about that until I started watching a speedrunner do this.
Oh, yeah.
There's also a spatula inside Squidward's house for annoying him.
Yeah, it's a good one to get.
And then there's a sock inside Patrick's house, and Patrick will give you a sock to be like, this is what you're looking for, even though he doesn't say that. He's just like, oh, that's lost. So, in the original game, you would get you could get a sock by destroying everything in the house, and then also hitting the painting. Now apparently you only need to hit the painting.
So I literally just jumped up and down 10 times and he
Yep.
gives me a spatula.
You're supposed to jump around like an idiot. I mean, jump around the place. But you should go hit his painting.
Yeah, mustache.
This game makes me so happy. What are you doing to destroy everything? If it was the original, you only needed to hit the thing. Nah, that doesn't count.
Oh, yeah, sexy. Squidward is protected.
Yeah.
With that chin.
They added a lot of paintings and stuff that were based on the real game. Or based on the show and stuff. Yeah, you do have to destroy everything in this, but you only had to hit the painting in the original, I'm pretty sure. You can't destroy the paintings.
Thanks, Squidward.
Alright, moving on. Is it everything you ever hoped for, Shane?
Yeah, it's alright. It's pretty much exactly the same game with
Yeah.
graphical upgrades.
There were a few problems that I noticed, and a few things they took away that were just like neat things in the original.
Yeah.
Like the teleport boxes that you used to jump into them, they would close, rumble around, and then shoot you out of the other one.
Yeah.
Now you just jump into it, it fades up, and you're standing outside the other box.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah, it is kind of lame.
I wonder if SpongeBob has so much power. Look at all these fucking nukes directly next to his house.
That's a destroyed robot.
Still smoking, so that's not very good.
It's not safe. And there's a conservation of momentum issue when you're going down a slide. If you don't hold forward, you immediately drop like a rock when you get off the slide.
Guess I'll go to...
Yeah, go to. This is the only one you can go to. It's the free one for this section. Every section has a free level, remember?
Yeah.
Mermalair and SpongeBob's Dream are the free ones. Please don't itch your arm using my controller. Just scratch your... Should have given you the other controller.
So you're so protective of your controllers.
Yeah. I usually don't let people use my main one because you guys like, I don't know, it feels sticky afterwards, like you guys sweat all over it.
Probably.
But it doesn't feel like that when I use it, so
That and the amount of sugar I contain does make my sweat technically syrup.
God. Disgusting.
I think it kind of just accepts his fate.
At some point we need to take a break because I haven't eaten today yet.
I thought you would have eaten. That's right, I got your.
I woke up 5 minutes before you got here.
Do you want to eat? Are you going to eat something normal or are you going to like fried chicken?
I'm just gonna eat something normal.
Okay.
Do I look like I'm okay?
I'll see.
Oh my gosh, you're bald! And they added the meme to that little bit.
Well,
He's also not wearing pants.
bring that up. You see, he doesn't. You don't realize it's one of those tentacles is because his huge fucking dick, which is actually correct.
I know, that's actually anatomically correct. He's also not a squid, he's an octopus.
Still has a fucking
I know.
arm dick. Like how it has PlayStation controls that show up.
What? No. It's the Xbox controls.
Told me to use a square key.
It didn't?
Yeah, it says square, not B.
Where would it be? Anyway, we'll switch off and start, and I'll play at some point, and I'm sure you'll play for a little bit, and I'll play, and then you'll play.
I'm liking the grass though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, all this was just, like, straight green textured ground before.
This is pretty good. We beat this fucking animal to death.
Yeah, it just kind of disappears. They've moved that sock out farther into the ocean, into the water.
It's too easy to get.
Because you used to be able to use that bounce tree over there, and then you could land on top of it.
Yep.
Now you can't. I tried that. I had to come back as Patrick. In a normal playthrough, I wouldn't do that. But in my 100% playthrough, I had to.
I'm liking the fucking. This actually looks really good.
Yeah, it does. Pretty sure in the original, if you didn't jump on top of those tikis, you couldn't get on top of that tree. Moving on, you should go up to the right there to get the sock. Killing the robots that are literally called fodder robots.
Really?
Their name is fodder. And they kept that the same.
I like how they're supposed to play in the.
Well, it was based on the... Go to the right. There's a sock.
I don't care about the socks.
You need to get all this a bunch of spatulas. Though, to be fair, you don't really need the socks. Whatever, do what you want. We just need to get 75 spatulas to get to the end.
What were you saying?
What? Oh, that plane is a reference to the episode where they're in Jellyfish, or not in Jellyfish Field, in Kelp Forest, where we have to drop the load, and they dropped a bunch of stuff, and then they had camping gear and all this kind of stuff, and food. They even dropped a still burning fire into their camp area. And Squidward went off to like go on his own because he's an asshole.
just can't put up with SpongeBob.
Well, you gonna destroy all of these?
I like killing them, yes. Just killing. They are alive.
Well, yeah, their teeth. They chatter their teeth. And they're like, "Oh, we're nervous when they see SpongeBob." They're like, "Please don't kill us."
Super.
Sorry?
Super combo, she read. Super mega ultra combo. Monster combo. We still have to get Doug over to finish the movie game at some point.
Which movie?
The SpongeBob movie game.
Oh, that
You know, the one we started last time the two of you were over?
fucking pile of horse shit, yeah.
It's not nearly as bad as you make it out to be. It's not as good as Battle for Bikini Bottom, but it's still a good game. It's part of the trinity of games made by this developer. You know there's a third SpongeBob game made by these people?
Do not.
It's called Truth or Square. I hunted for it for years on the 360. And then Shell bought it for me online. And then like 2 days later we went to a game store and it was there. And she had to tell me she bought it for me for Christmas or whatever. Because she knew I wasn't leaving that store without the game. I'd been searching it for like 6-7 years. Yes, I could have bought it online, but I'd rather find it in a store. We also had it for the Wii. But I didn't want to play it on the Wii, because, you know, it's the Wii.
I don't think I've ever noticed that those were start pufferfish before.
I don't know that they were in the original.
God damn it. No.
Every time we die, we switch.
It's fine.
I'm not going to die very often, Shane.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll give it back. No, you play.
No, it's fine.
No, play.
It's fine.
I'll take it off you when we stop recording, and then I go and eat.
What do you gotta eat, Matt?
I don't know.
You gonna have a grilled cheese?
No.
Don't feel like putting that much effort into it?
Exactly.
You're not serious?
Bob, I will not let Bikini Bottom down. You can see where it lands by there's not being any grass, Shane. You can...
Oh, you're such a fucking smart person.
Did you not realize that?
No. I look at the shadow.
This also respawns now, which I don't like, but it didn't do that in the original game. Introductions! Still tutorializing. I must be in heaven. This, fun fact, is based off of the Hooky episode. You not gonna go for the bungee jump? I mean, you don't need to. I don't care.
I'm going to do it. I'm just want to see what that button did first.
This is the onward to the rest of the level, Shane.
I thought that was the sign.
No.
Because
The bungee jump is literally you bungee jump, get a golden spatula, and piss off.
Destroyed robots here and there.
Yeah. Even though the rest of them explode and disappear. You missed. You're supposed to default get that.
Yeah.
The skyboxes and world building outside of the game is actually really good now. Like, it's a lot better than it used to be.
Well, look at that. You can actually see, like...
The water at the top. You could do that in the original, too. Yeah. Don't fall, Shane. Don't fall. Don't fall. Good job.
Smack.
So this guy's called the Hammer Robot. He's got a ham. It's a hammer.
Yeah.
It was originally a chunk of ham in the original game. Now it's just a piece of metal that's painted to look like a ham.
Yeah, I was thinking to myself, like, that looks different now.
Yeah. They kind of ruined that.
I liked it when it was actually a piece of ham.
Yeah, me too. Because, you know, that's what it's supposed to be. Now they've just written ham on the side.
Yeah, giving it. Beat the shit out of this guy. Fucking, what do you think you're doing?
There's apparently a glitch, which I will point out and try to do when we get to a point that we're using Patrick and there's an NPC around. But, so normally, as Patrick in the original game, you had to double jump to use your slam attack.
Yeah.
But in this game, apparently they added a single jump slam attack that's not as powerful and doesn't stun enemies, and it's only for Patrick.
Yeah.
And if you do that repeatedly on top of a NPC, because the NPCs do a bit of an animation where they grow and then they shrink back in their like stun animation. If you just do that over and over again really quickly, they'll get locked into the animation and they'll never shrink again, so they'll just start growing.
Blue jellyfish.
And you can make them gigantic.
Some of those things are super rare. I murdered them.
What are you doing?
Tell my story.
You know you don't have to go up to slam, right?
I like to do it.
Okay.
Surprisingly, I'll let you live.
Safety in numbers.
Son of a bitch.
Hans!
Huh?
His name is Hans.
Oh, the hand.
The hand is named Hans. Based off of that one episode, the Suds episode.
Yep.
What are you doing? They have a wind up before they attack. You can hit them first.
Under dodge.
Don't go for it. You're just gonna die.
Completely
You're a fucking idiot.
completely missed on the first one.
How?
I'm going to go back and do it again. No. No.
It's gonna take us 6 episodes to get through Jellyfish Fields because Shane's gonna be perfecting his parkour on these
Yep.
few guys.
Sure does take a long time to fucking reload fucking...
It does. Though I think it did in the original as well, so.
Yeah, but I don't want that to be recreated.
Oh, but why not? You're doing a faithful remake. Except for, the glitches. Turn this into a 2D platformer. I hate you.
Completely.
That was your other try. You don't get to do that again. No more. Move on.
Okay, fine.
Stop being an idiot. You don't have to worry about getting the socks. We don't really need them in order to finish the game.
Is there a sock there?
There are 2 socks that you can go for right now, but you don't need to. Yeah, there's a lot of problems with those. Screwing up your jumps as well. Which there was a 4 gigabyte update to this game. So, since it released last week, I had to download it.
That fucking sound was terrible.
We could now go to downtown Bikini Bottom if we wanted. Usually that's where I ended up abandoning, when I was younger. I didn't understand the bit where you have to play as Patrick and stack the watermelons.
Yeah.
So I just would say screw it and get the spatulas I could up until that point, then go to downtown Bikini Bottom.
Skip. See,
I have all your comics and toys and mail.
Yep.
Remember to hold forward when you're done.
No. I don't have to hold it at all.
When you're done, you do. If you want to get anything at the end. Sometimes there's gaps, remember? But there's a sock up on top of that thing. Are you holding forward?
I don't recall.
They may have fixed that. I don't know. Again, it's been a while. It's been 2 weeks since I've played this.
Yeah.
Go press the buttons. That's all it'd say.
Action time music.
Shane, we may actually have enough shiny objects by the end of this to trade for Mr. Krabs. Even though, why would you? Because, then we can save up shiny objects in order to go into the theater at the end, which is still 14,000. What are you doing?
I froze. I couldn't move.
Weird.
Just empty mayonnaise fucking bottles.
It's a tartar sauce, actually.
What?
Because that's why tartar sauce is horrible to them, because it's used on fish.
Yep.
I mean, you wouldn't use it on a squirrel, a sea sponge, or a starfish. You also wouldn't use it on a kitchen sponge either, but which is what SpongeBob is.
I mean, you could.
I mean, you could, but it wouldn't be pleasant. Tartar sauce isn't pleasant to begin with.
Yeah, I don't fucking tartar sauce. Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, we can go save Patrick.
Obesity star, here we
Keep
come.
going. You get lost.
I don't know which way I was supposed to go.
You got lost. And these ones don't have grass on them. Because they were underwater. Under goo, actually.
Why wouldn't I be?
But it looks important. This one I'll give you for free. The other ones I'm charging you socks for.
Okay, SpongeBob.
Fucking face plants. And the people who made this assumed that you knew roughly what you were doing. If you had, I think you can actually just punch that and it'll press the button for you. But they assumed you had played the original because
Yeah.
that's what most people that are playing this game did. God, Shane, it's like you've not played this game 300 times in your life. Give you another try, and then I'll take over because you're a little terrible game playing baby.
Fun game.
What?
Okay.
Honk.
Just to be fun.
Whee!
Jinx. You're gay now.
That's not how Jinx works.
It is now.
You know one thing I wish they had added into this game that they didn't?
What?
I thought in the movie game, that just takes you back to the beginning.
Fucking piece of shit. God, fuck. Come here. Fucking. Let's go.
In the movie game, if you destroyed or killed the jellyfish, they gave you manliness points, which were your shiny objects in that game.
Yeah.
I wish they had added that they give you shiny objects in this game. Jump. If you're gonna sing the song, you gotta be louder, Shane, so they can hear you. Closer to the camera. Isn't this bringing back your childhood? Or at least early adulthood, when we played it like 6 years ago? Combo.
I like how they make ripples in the water. That's cool.
Do they? Oh, yeah, they do. Not paid attention to that.
Nice. I will now use your life for whatever I want.
It didn't work. You had to use a watermelon. You gotta do it fast, because it unpresses. If the targeting was an ass, at least it did unpress in the original. Yeah, they are pointy. And they hurt too. Even if you just touch them on the side, they hurt. You can actually belly bounce attack in midair now. Which is quite, you don't need to take that.
Come to me.
You mispronounced 4.
Huh?
So if you just walk into those on the side, when they're up, they hurt. And
Yep.
it doesn't make a lot of sense. That makes sense, because that's flaming lava. Hot rocks. Yeah, there's some weird collision with things like those guys. Remember the snowmen or the sandmen in Sand Mountain that you have to destroy to get a sock?
Yeah.
There's some weird collision with them too. If you're sliding down the slope and you hit them, they just get destroyed. But they had there's still like a destroyed snowman there. That in the original game you just slid through. What are you doing? You don't need to. What are you doing? Why are you?
What?
You're not playing the game properly.
Do it my way. for bacon time. Woohoo! Yeah! Fat sack of shit going down a fucking tube.
You're not going down the tube, Shane.
What's the visual representation of what happens when I eat spicy food?
What?
Well, yeah, you're right. It just ends you right there.
Yeah, if you don't push forward. Which sucks on the Sand Mountain levels if you don't realize if you forget it's gonna happen. Because the Sand Mountain.
This is my favorite part of the game.
Oh, Sand Mountain's my favorite level too.
Oh, no, I'm talking about when I do this.
Oh.
I love this.
But yeah, if you
His little walk.
on the Sand Mountain levels, he's sliding.
Look at him wiggle.
You only have 4 seconds left. On the Sand Mountain levels, at the end of each slide, it's a gap. It's just a hole in the ground that allows that you die if you fall into, and which means you need to jump across. But if you aren't holding forward, you're fucked. You don't actually need that at all. You can just deactivate the robots by ground pounding, and then use them to press the button. If you pick... Do you not notice the golden spatula?
I did not.
Normally, if you hit one of those things and stay within its radius of explosion, you take damage. But if you hit it and then grab the golden spatula, you don't take damage.
Oh.
That's what I always did as a kid.
Nice.
It's just going to be my tips and tricks throughout the game, which I'm also going to be talking about mostly in the videos that I'm making. Alright.
I saw a fucking video of it's an animated version of a speedrun of the Wild. What's this other one? Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
This is this dude just fucking glitching through walls and shit. It was fucking hilarious how much they've optimized the game.
Anyway. We will be back.
Are we done now?
For now.
Hold on, let me just skip this conversation.
Pause.
Okay.
Press pause. Press pause. Press... Why did you...
I didn't realize that was there.
How did you walk forward?
Oh,
you also skipped the cutscene
Hold
now.
on, I'll jump. Yeah, I know. I'll jump up and then you end the video when he's in the air, like it's a freeze frame. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, end the video there.